Hello friends, welcome to my channel USA Time N24. Here you will get all the latest gossip updates. So don't delay, subscribe to the channel now. The Ashley can exclusively reveal that the fired Teen Mom star will have the chance on Friday to plead with the judge to finally officially end her marriage to David Eason. A hearing was set after Jenelle filed paperwork last month demanding the judge in one of her divorce court cases grant her the absolute divorce she filed for back in May. In that filing, which is different from the divorce from bed and board she filed for in February 2024, Jenelle asked that the court sever her marital ties to David and legally restore her last name back to Evans. In the court paperwork filed by her attorney in June, Jenelle writes that there are no genuine issues of material fact keeping the divorce from being granted and that she is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. Jenelle prays for entry of summary judgment in favor of the plaintiff granting plaintiff an absolute divorce. Jenelle's filing reads, Jenelle's motion is basically informing the judge that no one, including a certain swampy aspiring rapper, is disputing this divorce, so it should just be granted. The Ashley can exclusively reveal that a non-jury hearing has been scheduled for Friday. The judge will give the couple 15 minutes to hopefully wrap up this matter and officially end the marriage. It appears that the hearing will be held virtually as Jenelle lives in Nevada and the hearing will be held in North Carolina. Again, this court case is different from the civil case Jenelle filed in February 2024. Those proceedings, which deal with custody of their daughter Ensley, marital property distribution, child support, and more, are still ongoing. The couple was supposed to meet earlier this week for a mediation hearing for that case. However, that court date has been continued until August. As the Ashley previously reported, North Carolina law requires a couple who is seeking a divorce to be legally separated and living apart for 1 year, with no hanky-panky, before they can officially file for a divorce. Jenelle had previously filed for a divorce from bed and board, which is essentially a court-ordered legal separation that does not end the marriage. Once that year has passed, the couple can officially file for divorce, which Jenelle did in May. In court documents obtained by the Ashley, Jenelle lists the date of her and David's separation as February 16, 2024. At the time of the separation, at least one of the parties intended the separation to be permanent. The court docs from that filing read, since the date of separation, the parties lived continuously separate and apart from each other and did not resume the marital relationship. As fans know, David moved on very quickly after splitting from Jenelle, finding a new live-in lover in Kenley Heatwell. Jenelle also immediately moved on following her split from David. Manager turned soulmate August Keene. After a chaotic year or so together and plenty of 911 calls and social media bickering sessions, the couple called it quits in January. Teen Mom alum Jenelle Evans is being refreshingly honest about her family planning decisions as she moves forward with her divorce from David Eason. The 33-year-old mother of three has made it clear that she's not rushing into any major life changes, including adding more children to her household, according to an exclusive interview with E! Online. Evans currently has her hands full raising 15-year-old Jace with her ex, Andrew Lewis, 10-year-old Kaiser with her former fiancé, Nathan Griffith, and 8-year-old Ensley with her estranged husband, David Eason. When asked about the possibility of expanding her family, she revealed a practical approach to preventing pregnancy while keeping her options open for the future. My tubes are tied, Evans shared with the outlet, indicating she's taken definitive steps to prevent pregnancy for now. However, she hasn't completely closed the door on motherhood, acknowledging that circumstances could potentially change depending on her future relationships. The reality star explained that her decision would depend heavily on finding the right partner with specific needs. I mean, if I dated somebody and they didn't have kids and they really wanted kids, I would consider IVF, she said. But as of right now, I do not want any more. Evans has been navigating significant changes in her family structure while pursuing her divorce from Eason. She recently confirmed that her oldest son, Jace, has returned home to live with her after spending time with his father in Florida. He's back at home with me, Evans shared with Us Weekly. He's doing good. He has his ups and downs, like regular teenagers, but he's going through life learning life lessons. The mother of three explained that Jace had expressed his desire to return home. She is now focusing on maintaining his privacy after years of public scrutiny. Evans has been open about Jace's mental health challenges, including his diagnoses of ADHD and major depressive disorder. She emphasized her commitment to protecting his privacy moving forward, telling the publication, "I've been trying to keep him very private. I'm not trying to put a camera in front of his face." As Evans prepares to finalize her divorce and celebrate her newfound freedom, she's focused on creating stability for her existing family rather than growth. She celebrated her upcoming legal separation with a divorce party in New York City. "I wanted to throw this divorce party because I am closing a toxic chapter in my life," she explained to Us Weekly. "I'm opening a new one fresh, and I just want to celebrate being free and finding the calm and safety for my children." While Evans is open to dating in the future, she has established clear standards for any potential partner. She noted that they must love children and be willing to accept her existing family dynamics before any discussion of expanding can even begin. Teen Mom star Jenelle Evans gave an update about her living situation. In a December 2024 TikTok live uploaded on the Teen Mom subreddit, Evans noted that she currently resides in Las Vegas. She said that she does not intend to live in her current residence for much longer. "I'm not trying to fill this house up too much because I know I'm going to move soon. I don't want more to move," said Evans. In addition, Evans said that she plans on purchasing a house in the near future. She said, however, that she wants to better her credit before she does so, but working on my credit. "That's why I'm waiting to buy a house right now. I want, the best rate," said Evans. As Teen Mom fans are aware, Evans has 3 children, Jace, 15, Kaiser, 10, and Ensley, 7. On December 24th, Evans took to her TikTok account to share how she spent the holiday season with her sons and daughter. Evans explained, "Every year, she likes taking the kids to some sort of winter activity." She then shared that she decided to bring her children to Enchant at Las Vegas Ballpark, where they were able to ice skate. Several fans flocked to the post's comments section to share they appreciated Evans' upload. "Such fun memories, Merry Christmas to your fam bam," wrote a commenter. "Thank you for showing the world all the good you do because the news always shows the negative." "Great to see, Jenelle, you are a great mom," added another. "You're doing so great and come so far, what to go woman, you're a great mom," shared a different person. Evans came back to the Teen Mom franchise following a 5-year absence when she filmed Teen Mom, The Next Chapter Season 2, which premiered in May 2024. Evans said in a separate December 2024 TikTok live, which was shared on the Teen Mom Chatter Instagram page, that she was not asked to return to Teen Mom, The Next Chapter Season 3. "MTV has decided not to use me for this season," said Evans. She also said she plans on releasing a statement about the situation. Is it too late? Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans' son, Jace Evans, has grown up right before our very eyes. Fans watched the reality star give birth to her eldest child on MTV's 16 and Pregnant in 2010, and now, Jenelle is documenting Jace's teenage years on her Instagram. As for Jace's dad, Andrew Lewis, he cut contact with Jenelle shortly after Jace was born, but the father-son duo reconnected years later, and Jace is even living with Andrew temporarily as of May 2025. In Touch shares everything fans need to know about Andrew amid their living situation. Andrew was around 21 years old when he met Jenelle, who was 16 at the time. In her 2017 memoir, Read Between the Lines, from the Diary of a Teenage Mom, Jenelle wrote, "We met online and talked through messages for a couple of weeks. Just after my birthday in December, we finally met in person." She added that she was so enamored with him that she didn't think anything of his drinking habits or the fact that he was 6 years older than her. "He did drink a lot," Jenelle confessed. "I mean, I like a beer every now and again, but he stayed wasted most of the time. At 16, I thought that was so cool. He drank more than he should, and I thought it was so adult and fascinating." Andrew used to pick Jenelle up from school, but when her school found out how old he was, they threatened to suspend her. That didn't stop him though, so she was eventually suspended. Andrew was also controlling, which Jenelle detailed in her book. She wrote, "I became a doormat for the guy. He came and got what he wanted from me when he wanted it, and I waited for him to tell me what to do. We had to talk when he wanted to talk, no matter the odd hours. We had to go out when he wanted to go out. We did what he wanted to do." When Jenelle told him she was pregnant, he seemed unfazed. "He put on a smile to make me happy, yet in my gut I could feel that he wasn't interested in having a kid," she wrote. "I knew then he wouldn't stick around. And he didn't." To make matters worse, Andrew moved while she was pregnant. She said, Andrew came and visited a few times. He was more interested in partying with his friends and getting drunk than spending time with his pregnant girlfriend. Not to mention he was broker than fuck and didn't have a job. What in the heck did I ever see in him? Shortly after Jace's birth, he and Jenelle split, and he didn't see his son often. He never comes to see his son though, he still calls and says he wants to. It just never happens, she wrote in her memoir. He signed away his custody, and I don't know if he will ever be in his son's life again. However, Andrew eventually tried to return to Jace's life. He was mentioned in a Teen Mom 2 episode in 2019 for texting an executive producer and asking if he could meet with Jace and Jenelle in New York City, where he was living at the time. Years later, when Jace was reported missing in multiple runaway attempts in 2023, Andrew reached out to his son in a video obtained by The Sun. Jace, you're 14 years old, and I heard that you ran away twice, he said. We need to talk. Andrew said that he had spoken to Jenelle and her mother, Barbara Evans, and they agreed that he would be able to have contact with Jace when he became a teen. However, he said that Jace hasn't made himself available to talk. So I'm just letting you know, since the only way I can reach out to you is the media. Wanna talk, wanna see me, wanna Zoom, whatever you want. I'm right here and always will be, Andrew concluded. In May 2025, the U.S. Sun reported that Jenelle had sent Jace, now 15 years old, to live with Andrew in Florida. It's the summertime, and as of now, it's a temporary situation, so Jace doesn't need to be enrolled in school at the moment, a source told the publication. The timing worked out that he doesn't have to start a new school immediately, but Andrew has begun the process of looking into where Jace may possibly enroll. Jenelle explained her situation and what led her to reach out to Andrew for help in a TikTok video. My son has been dealing with mental health disorders since he's been 10 years old. He was diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 10, she said. Most recently in 2023, he was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, along with his ADHD and defiant disorder. She explained that after her family moved to Las Vegas, things were calm for about 3 to 4 weeks, but then another incident occurred. She finally reached out to Andrew. I said, "Hey, I need help," she recalled. I was in a panic attack. I was crying my eyes out, and I was like, for once, I need your help. I need you to take over this situation because all of us have put forth effort into as much as we can give. Meanwhile, Jenelle exclusively told In Touch that the decision caused her a lot of anxiety. Jace has had his own problems since he's been younger. And you know he's been living from household to household, she said on May 15, 2025. I think it's time that he goes and reconnects with his other side of his family. So that was one of the main reasons why he went. Though Jenelle said Jace is settling in good, she confirmed that he would move back to Las Vegas in June 2025, where Jenelle lives with kids Kaiser and Ensley. Teen mom alum Jenelle Evans' divorce case against her estranged husband, David Eason, was dismissed a year after she filed in a North Carolina court. Jenelle, 32, was notified of the voluntary dismissal of her divorce from bed and board, the U.S. Sun reported on Thursday, January 30th. A divorce from bed and board is filed when one party believes the other spouse committed a martial fault, including abandonment of the family, treating a spouse in such a cruel or barbarous way that it endangers his or her life, or adultery, per Rosen Law Firm in North Carolina. In addition, a divorce from bed and board can be filed when a party believes their estranged spouse will try to remove them from the family home. Jenelle's case against David, 36, for custody and child support of their 8-year-old daughter, Ensley, remains ongoing. Jenelle shares one child with David. She is also mom to son Kaiser, 10, with ex Nathan Griffin, and son Jace, 15, with former high school boyfriend Andrew Lewis. The divorce from bed and board was voluntarily dismissed in August, a court clerk told the outlet. However, the matter of child support, custody, and equitable distribution is still open. The former Teen Mom stars have been embroiled in a messy split since Jenelle filed for a legal separation from him on February 23, 2024, after 6 years of marriage. Listing their official date of separation as February 16, 2024, she cited David's erratic behavior, substance abuse issues, and his refusal to work as reasons behind the split. She spoke more about the split during her Teen Mom The next chapter returned in June 2024, telling fans that she was walking on eggshells with her ex and was reprimanded like a child all the time. "I just feel like he didn't treat me like I was his wife," she told the cameras. "He belittled me a lot. I was sick of it. Mentally abusive. Not happy at all. From the moment I left David, I felt a huge weight off my shoulders." The former couple's divorce hit a breaking point in October 2024 when David trespassed on her North Carolina property, breaking the domestic protective order he was served that April. Accompanied by his girlfriend and a few friends, David trespassed on Jenelle's property while she was away and took a motorcycle and other personal belongings. A sheriff's deputy witnessed the situation after permitting David to enter Jenelle's property and collect his belongings. The official contacted the teen mom alum via her surveillance camera, where she was heard telling him that David was not allowed on her property. David was later arrested and held on a $1,000 bond, which he posted the same day, TMZ reported on November 13, 2024. He was ordered to wear an ankle monitor after violating the domestic violence restraining order during his December 10, 2024 court hearing. This court date was in regards to him going to Jenelle's property and trying to take her motorcycles, trespassing and breaking the no-contact order, a source close to the situation exclusively told In Touch at the time. David asked for a continuance to get a public defender, but the judge was so mad at him that the judge ordered him to stay behind and ordered an ankle monitor so he can be on GPS. Jenelle was thrilled about the ruling, exclusively revealing, "I'm happy the judge did what was right to keep my family and I safe." Teen mom alum Jenelle Evans is setting the record straight on her oldest son's living arrangements. "He's back at home with me," Evans, 33, exclusively shared with us weekly before hosting her I did, I'm done divorce party at Spearmint Rhino in New York City on Thursday, June 12th. "He's doing good. He has his ups and downs, like regular teenagers, but he's going through life learning life lessons." On Thursday, June 5th, reports first surfaced that Jace, 15, was no longer living with his dad, Andrew Lewis, in Florida. The Ashley's Reality Roundup alleged that the father-son duo weren't living together for a few weeks. "Jace is like, I want to be back home, so Jace is home and he's doing fine," Evans explained. "He's enjoying summer at the house. The time had to come where he met his dad and he did it, and he sees the true colors that I've been saying for years. But Jace didn't want to believe me and my mom." Moving forward, Evans is hoping to keep Jace's private life out of the spotlight. "I've been trying to keep him very private," she told us. "I'm not trying to put a camera in front of his face. I'm not trying to put all his business out there. His business has been out there since he's been a baby, and he had no choice. So right now, it's really important for him to just keep to himself." Over the years, Evans has been open about her complicated relationship with Jace. In May, the former Teen Mom 2 star explained why she was letting her oldest child move away from her house in Las Vegas to be with his dad in Florida. "You guys are looking at it as a negative situation, but everyone behind closed doors is looking at it as a positive thing for him," Evans explained via TikTok on May 13th. "You can say all you want. You can say I'm not taking care of my kids. Being a mother is doing the best interest for your child, and I am doing the best interest for my child." Evans also shared with her followers that she needed some help as Jace continues struggling with his mental health disorders. He was previously diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 10, and in 2023, he was diagnosed with major depressive disorder. "We never wanted to put it in front of the media and explain it because it was Jace's privacy," Evans explained. "Now we've gotten to the point where it's happened too many times, multiple incidents for years and years and years. Something had to be done." While some fans questioned why Jenelle wouldn't let her son stay with his grandma Barbara Evans again, the former 16 and pregnant star claimed her mom couldn't handle it anymore. "We've tried everything we could," Jenelle, who also shares Kaiser 10 with ex-boyfriend Nathan Griffith and Ensley 8 with estranged husband David Eason, said. "Right now, he needs to be in a situation where both households are safe." Jenelle also hasn't had the easiest relationship with Lewis. The pair split after dating for 2 years and later struggled to build a co-parenting relationship. He was more interested in partying with his friends and getting drunk than spending time with his pregnant girlfriend, Evans claimed of Lewis in her 2017 memoir, Between the Lines. Not to mention he was broker than F*** and didn't have a job. "What in the heck did I ever see in him?" Today, Evans is single and looking forward to celebrating a new chapter of her life.